Wish that your Linux system's audio sounded a bit better? Well, let's see if we can fix that. Sound good? Welcome to the Drunk Linux User. I'm Len. I am the Drunk Linux User, and I love music. And we're going to talk about how to make your system sound better in Linux with just a couple of different things. Now, if you happen to like this video, just go ahead and mash all those buttons that you see on YouTube. Leave a comment if you want to as well. Maybe even buy me a beer. But what we're dealing with today is the sound on your Linux system. So let's get over to our main page here, our panel. I use Dead Beef. It's an audio player, and the sound that comes out of Dead Beef, I think, is better than most audio players, at least on my system. It has a built-in equalizer. I don't use it. It's fine, but if I'm using my headphones, okay, these little guys right here, if I'm using my headphones, then not only does the music on my system sound just a little bit anemic, but so do videos that I'm watching or anything I'm streaming. It just doesn't come across as well. So on older systems, and still on many systems, your system will have something called PulseAudio or something else called PipeWire. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, PulseAudio has very good features. I think the reason it's being replaced is that it's old and it's kind of bloated and maybe not quite as quick as what PipeWire is. And the quickness comes in a lot with what they call latency, and that latency is kind of important if you're trying to sync things up, or if you're using a microphone and you're talking like an old Japanese dubbed movie and you want something a little bit faster. PipeWire can be added onto most systems, but PulseAudio has been the standard up until recently. If you're on PulseAudio and you don't want to upgrade to PipeWire, or you can't for whatever reason, there's a great tool called PulseFX. This allows you to get a nice equalization process going. Plus, you can see right here there are a lot of different filters that you can use to tweak the sounds on it. So if you're on PulseAudio and you need something to kind of give it just a little more oomph, this is a good solution. Now, PipeWire, again, this is the newer, improved version of an audio system under Linux. And again, most systems should be able to run this just fine if you can use it. If it's already baked in, like Ubuntu, Pop! OS, and I know it's available for Arch systems as well. You can do that, and they have something similar to PulseFX. It's called EasyEffects. I believe it's by the same maintainer, actually, and I'll show you what that looks like in here in just a second. But just to give you an idea, for example, in the Pop Shop, you can see right here that both PulseFX and EasyEffects are available to install right from the store. So if you're running Ubuntu-based, you're more than likely going to find these available for you because it's in the Ubuntu repositories. Get rid of that. All right, so move that out of the way. This is Dead Beef, and Dead Beef this is the way I like to set it up. It's just easy for me. So I like to listen through the headphones. I don't have desktop speakers, and sometimes I play it through the stereo, though. I'll just run it through the HDMI and kick it out through the stereo speakers. I don't need Pulse or EasyEffects for that, but this is the EasyEffects main window. You can see that you have control over output, input, and PipeWire, and different settings that you can do here. So under output, for example, I'm going to go ahead and start up a song, which you're not going to be able to hear. Great. But you can see the frequency responses up here, and if you want to go to the effects, you can click here. These are the effects that I have enabled, but there are many more, for example, that you can select and add to this list. And you can go in here and, for example, if you want to use the equalizer, I don't right now, but if I did, I could make the necessary adjustments here. This is crystallizer. This actually kind of makes it really does kind of make it sound a lot better through the headphones. Audio gain, something called exciter. I noticed that this actually kind of brought out the cymbals in a much cleaner way. You have stereo tools, so if you need to do some enhancements or kind of like rein it in a little bit, you can do that. And a limiter so that you don't go above a certain volume gain and get distortion or possibly even blow out your headphones or speakers. So this is Easy Effects, great little tool. And if you're very much into music or whatever sound you need to enhance, either get Pulse Effects or Easy Effects for your system. This is also really kind of nice because if you can match up, for example, if you're making music and your monitor speakers are set up a certain way, you can try to get your headphones adjusted so that they're very, very, very close to those monitor speakers. That way, if you don't want to blow out the neighborhood, you can put the headphones on and try to get things set up the way you want. So let's go ahead and quit there. So there you have it. You can actually enhance your video using these two pieces of software that are absolutely free. And this actually was a video that was inspired by my oldest daughter, and she likes to listen to lots of music, and sometimes she just wants to kind of kick back, relax, chill. And it got me to thinking about, I like to do the same thing. It helps me relax. It's almost a meditative process. I can fall asleep listening to music, or I can get really creative, or I can just kind of get peaceful. So using your computer shouldn't all be about work or playing games. Sometimes it's just a really good way to be able to have some me time and relax, kick back, raise your feet up, put the headphones on, get lost from all the daily troubles of the world. And I think we'll just go ahead and leave it there. If you're creative and you want to get your stuff up on my webpage, is a link. Just follow this link right up here. And I didn't move over to the other page, but that's all right. You didn't need to see me that big for a while anyway. But go ahead and just follow the link for Time to Shine. And it has information on how you can send me your links. It's free. I don't charge anything for this. I'm not getting email addresses to sell out to anybody. This is just, I'm offering this as a free service. Let's end on our words of wisdom today. Don't drive drunk, don't drink and drive. Don't go to Amazon, eBay, or use MSED shopping all buzzed up thinking you're going to buy the latest, greatest, and coolest stuff because you're probably not. In the meantime, bottoms up. Later, dudes.